It was truly a low blow, one that had been debunked just because Wilbur trusted in Timothy's righteousness. A moment later, Wilbur said, "All right. It will be as you said then. Faye, there's no need to go any further with what you're doing anymore." Wilbur also understood that it had been none other than Faye who caused Yvonne's downfall. He was disappointed in the Willows, but he still cared about Chelsea to an extent. After all, Chelsea had been the only one who truly cared about Wilbur in the past 3 years. He could not really bear to let the Willows go down like that. Faye nodded silently but could not help showing the icy smirk on her lips. Yvonne got to her feet at once, bowing deeply to Wilbur and Faye to show her gratitude. That was the best thing that could have come out of this, and Yvonne was satisfied enough with that. Faye said, "The door's over there. You can leave now." Yvonne nodded silently at those words, making her exit without saying anything else. Wilbur watched her silhouette leave and could not help but sigh. Faye saw that and whispered, "Boss, are you seriously still hung up on your past?" "What are you saying?" Wilbur said, scowling. Faye chuckled, her eyes glinting slyly. Just then Jose kneeled over head first onto the floor. His face paled and blood trickled from his mouth. Faye cried out in shock, jumping to her feet. Wilbur saw that and hurried to say, "Don't worry, he's just injured." Wilbur then laid Jose out flat on the living room floor. After that he placed his hands on Jose's chest, and 2 waves of pale white light began slowly trickling into Jose's body. Jose was actually quite severely injured, and had been doing his best to hide it ever since Wilbur saved him. However, the last of his energy had been exhausted and he could not hold it together any longer. Jose was in a condition that was considered fatal for someone like him. Fortunately, Wilbur was there, and there was no way he was going to let him die just like that. Wilbur's powerful spirit energy slowly entered Jose's body and started to restore his internal system. Jose's organs, some of which were already torn and broken, began to magically regenerate under the influence of the powerful spirit energy. Wilbur stayed in that position for over 2 hours before Jose finally woke up. Sensing that he was still alive, Jose was nothing but grateful. He truly did not know how to repay Wilbur for saving his life twice. He struggled with all his might, trying to get to his feet, and bowed to Wilbur. However, he was stopped by Wilbur at once. "Don't do that. I've only stabilized your condition. You'll still need to rest for a while before you're fully recovered. Try not to move around too much in the meantime." All Jose could do was look at Wilbur thankfully. Following that, Wilbur helped Jose to his feet and sent him to the guest room to rest. Wilbur then returned to the living room, hoping to talk to Faye about the Willows. Just as he sat down in the living room, his phone rang with a call from an anonymous number. Wilbur picked it up. A voice could be heard on the phone. "Wilbur Penn, you're going to die very soon.